So as of my recording this video, my fellow Descendants, we are less than 3 days away from launch and less than 24 hours from finally being able to pre-download this game, so I figured it was a perfect time to kind of do a recap of some of the most recent information the game has passed along, and as always, answering some of the questions you've sent the channel. We're going to jump right into it. If you enjoy this, you can hit that like button, and if you want to be up to speed on everything going on with this game, you can hit that subscribe or join button as well. So first of all, when it comes to release time, you can see on screen, depending on where you are in the world, that is going to dictate when you will be able to start to play this game. But for the record, everyone will begin on July 2nd. For me, it's going to be at the stroke of midnight. People on the East Coast will be at 3 a.m., so on and so forth. And that also has an impact on when you're going to be able to pre-download the game, because you will have the option to do so 48 hours prior to your specific launch time. So once again, take a look at the map. Make sure you make some notes. If you have any questions, please let me know. And one final thing I'd like to mention is that as of my recording this video, you can wishlist this game on Steam and on PlayStation, but I don't see it on Xboxes yet. So hopefully they will make that change soon. And obviously, once I have any more information to pass along, I promise to bring it to you right away. Now at this point, I'd like to do a quick recap of all of the information the game has passed along over the last few weeks and really just give you a quick breakdown of the most important details that we know at this point. So first of all, in regard to the game, The First Descendant is a free-to-play third-person looter shooter launching this Tuesday, July 2nd worldwide across all platforms, which are Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5, and PC. This is a PvE-only game. There is no PvP. You can play solo or in a group. There is matchmaking, and more importantly, this game is cross-play, so you have the ability to play with friends regardless of what platform they may be on, and it also has cross-progression, so if you happen to play on multiple platforms, you have the ability to roll with the same Descendants no matter where you're playing, what you're doing, which is a really good thing. Now, in order to do that, you do need to set up a Nexon account, and over the next day or so, I will be putting together a video showing you exactly what you need to do to set that up. That way, when the game launches, you are completely good to go. Now, over the last few days, the game has also passed along a lot of details I know many of you out there have been wondering about. First of all, there is not going to be a Founders Pack, but there will be a Battle Pass. There is no plan whatsoever to have a paid DLC at any time, but most importantly, there will never be any content locked behind a paywall. Now, that is a promise I truly hope they can keep, because as most of you probably know, Nexon does have a lot of work to do in regard to trying to build back the trust of the public. Hopefully they can do it with this game. They will actually keep their word, and I promise to keep you posted on any updates they pass along, both the good and the bad. Finally, today, my friends, we are going to talk about the endgame and seasonal content, because we all know that is what makes or breaks a game in the long term. Look, people are going to be playing for the first 2, 3, 4 weeks just going crazy, but after that, once you get to a certain point, and this is something I referenced in a previous live stream and video, for me, once I get to 40, 50 hours in endgame, then I know if I'm really going to commit to a game or not. So far, things do sound really good for this. So first of all, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the game launches on July 2nd, and on August 5th, that is when we are going to see our first update with the release of new content. Now, 1 month after that, which should be on or around September 3rd, that is when they're going to release Season 1, and what they're doing is they're calling the first 8 weeks this game is live their preseason, and during that time, they said they were going to continue to work on certain things in the game. Look, we know there are going to be issues upon launch, and in my opinion, taking those first 8 weeks and really focusing on issues we will probably encounter during that time is a really good thing, instead of just continuing to add more and more stuff to the game. Because look, we've all seen in the past, when games do not have a strong foundation initially and they continue to add more and more stuff, it just gets worse and worse. And remember, every time there's a new season, we are going to get new Descendants. We will also see ultimate versions of the Descendants we already have. There are going to be new invasions, dungeons, weapons, modules, bosses, a bunch of other stuff as well. So for me, this game really seems to be moving in the right direction of something I will continue to play. We will see what happens in the next few days, my friends. That is going to do it for this video. Now, if you have any other questions, my plan is to do another live stream tomorrow, as well as continue to bring you information on any new details the game passes along. Thank you once again for the privilege of your time, and as I mention at the end of every one of these, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.